Hey everyone, it's Paul Salazar over at Hilton and Hyland, Beverly Hills. I'm going to be going over a market update. We're going to be comparing Q2 2022 versus Q2 2021. We're going to be looking at three different sectors in the market: the single family, the condo market, and the lease market. We're going to be looking at a few different metrics: the median price, sales volume, and the amount of sold listings. All right, so those are the three different metrics. When you're looking at median price compared to average price, the median price is actually what we use more than average price, because average price can be swayed a lot if there's a very big sale. Say like in Beverly Hills, if there's a sale for over 100 million, that can sway the average price there in that area. So we look at the very middle price, right? So the median price is the very middle price, where half of the homes are sold for more and half of the homes are sold for less in a certain area. Okay, so if you're looking here on the PDF I have on the back, this is directly from the MLS. So let's start looking here. This is the area from basically downtown LA all the way to Malibu and as far south as, say, like Inglewood. Okay, and this is the market that I work in. I work from downtown LA, Hollywood Hills area, Beverly Hills, and then to the west all the way to Malibu, and as far south as Silicon Beach, like Playa Vista, Playa del Rey, even Westchester as well. So let's look up here. This is the first chart that they have for us. So the median price has gone up 15% overall in this whole market compared to last year, from Q2 to Q2 last year. All right, but the sales volume has gone down dramatically, 20%. Obviously, we know inflation, interest rate increase is going to have a huge effect in what's going on with the sales volume. And that's going to obviously correlate to the sold listings, right? So the sold listings has also gone down dramatically, about 23% Q2 this year compared to Q2 last year. All right, so let's look at the map. Let's look at which areas are hotter Q2 this year than they were last year in terms of median price. So you're looking at most of the markets have gone up dramatically. Palisades 42%, Santa Monica 21%, Bel Air 30%. Beverly Hills has actually gone down 14%. Beverly Wood down 1%. But most of the markets have gone up Q2 this year compared to Q2 last year when you're looking at median price. All right. Let's look at sales volume. Like I said earlier, sales volume throughout most of this region has gone down. And you can see they're mostly blue. Palisades hasn't really gone down at all. Topanga has actually gone up, but most of the markets, Brentwood down 22%, Bel Air down 31%, Beverly Hills down 47%, a lot. Cheviot actually went up 19%. All right, Santa Monica down 40%. Let's look at the condo market. This is the same area. Okay, so the condo market has been affected as well. So the median price has gone up. This is very good news for homeowners and sellers as well, right? Because that means the prices are going up. So the median price in all the markets in the condo market has gone up 20% this in the Q2 quarter this year compared to last year. Sales volume has gone down, but not as much as the single family housing market. It's only gone down 5%. And the amount of sold listings, which is correlated to sales volume, has gone down about 21%. Let's look at the map here. So this is the condo market map. If you're looking at most of the areas, they're mostly red, which is good news. That means that the median price in most of the condo market this year, Q2 compared to last year, Q2, has gone up a lot. Palisades, 65%. Malibu Beach, 124%. That's a lot. Brentwood 25%, Bel Air 24%, Beverly Hills 24%. So you've seen most of the markets that have condos have gone up more than 10%, some more than 20%. Let's look at the map when you're talking about sales volume. Again, sales volume has gone down in most markets. Palisades still doing really good. Malibu still doing really well. Sunset Strip, Hollywood Hills West still doing well as well. At 42%. Los Feliz up 51%. Let's look at the lease market. So when you're looking at the lease market, right after COVID, it took a hit. But then after, I would say, all the vaccines were starting to go out at the end of 2020 into 2021, the condo market and the lease market started to pick up. All right. So the median price for leases has gone up 18%. You can see right here, 18% in the entire market from downtown all the way to Malibu and everything in between. The lease volume has only gone down 2% Q2 this year compared to Q2 last year. And the amount of lease listings has also gone down. So let's look at the median price in all the markets. This map is showing basically almost every single market except for Beverly Hills Post Office, Sunset Strip has gone up in terms of the median price for leased out properties in these areas. Palisades looking like it's probably the best market overall for single family condos and leases. But it seems that most of the markets here on this map are doing very, very well for leases. If you're looking at lease volume, they've gone down, but they haven't gone down a lot. Palisades went down a little bit, 15%, Bel Air 11%, Westwood down 7%, Brentwood is up 6%, Beverly Hills lease volume is up 10%, Post Office, Beverly Hills Post Office up 11%. So looks like the lease volume is kind of 50-50. There's some markets that have gone up and some that have gone down. And that's it, guys. If you have any question about this, please let me know. I'm always happy to help. When we're looking at this is kind of like a general overall, but when you're looking at a certain property, so like say, for instance, you want to find out if your property is worth more than it was last year, or just trying to compare things, or trying to compare markets. When I'm looking at a certain property or an area, I'm looking at, let's just say Beverly Hills. If I'm looking in the flats, I'm looking only in the flats. And if I'm looking at a teardown, I'm looking at the teardown market. Or if I'm looking at a new development, I'm looking at the new development market. Or if I'm looking at like an end user resale property, I'm looking only in that market. And there's certain price ranges too, right? So if you're looking in the flats for say a resale end user market in between 7 million and like 10 million, that's not new construction, right? That's a certain price point for properties that are maybe 10 or 20 or 30 years old, or even older, right? So I'm only looking in that specific market, in that specific price range. So again, this is a very general overview of the market here in Los Angeles. But if you want something more detailed, make sure to reach out to me, and I'm more than happy to give you an analysis on your property, either for lease, a condo, or a single family. Have a good one, guys. Bye.